Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just trying out my new sleep pad I got from GearDoctors. So, yes, I'm back out camping. Back with the videos. So, yeah, so this is part of the 20 acres I told you guys about in my previous video back in October. I do have permission to be on this property. Good friends with the neighbor, so. But anyways, I have my Bushcraft Tarp from ApolloAir. It's called the Wolf Den Rhombus. It does have a stove jack right here, but as you can see, there's no stove. So, it is about 10 degrees Celsius today, which is fairly decent for, what, the 22nd of April. But it's also forecasted to get down to -5 degrees Celsius tonight. So, as you see, I don't have my sleeping bag or any covers out yet, but I will. Excuse me for a moment. Okay. I do have my North Face Blue Kazoo down sleeping bag, which is going to be a bit much for tonight, but that's okay. I'd rather be warm than freezing cold. So I was going to do a coffee, but I'm not going to right now. I want to get all my work done. I still need to gather up firewood and find a spot for my fire pit. So I should also mention I'm on the side of a river, not really a river, but a fair-sized brook. I'll show you guys that here after a little bit. But I do need to gather firewood. I got my saw still attached to my backpack. But looking 5 feet behind the camera, there's tons, and I mean tons of firewood. Dead fall, dead standing, twigs, sticks all over the ground, littering the forest floor. So as you can tell, just reaching, like, it's just ridiculous how much stuff is right here. So anyways, I'll explain this a little bit more later on. Sorry, explain it in a little bit more detail later on. There we go. Get my words out. I have my wool sweater for later on. I'm going to sit next to the fire on the ground. So I didn't bring my chair with me, so I'm thinking my fire pit's going to be right, basically almost beside the camera. I don't want to have it too close in case of sparks and stuff right here. Just mostly softwood that's deadfall. Another thing, excuse me, is I'm not far from home, but I'm far enough. I still hear cars and stuff traveling along the road, which is maybe a kilometer directly behind, straight back behind the camera. So as a safety precaution, I do have a small first aid kit, just basics: band-aids, needle, some thread if I need it, a couple packs of gauze, small gauze pads, and some alcohol wipes. And if I happen to fall, break a leg or break my arm or something, or hurt myself where I can't grab all my stuff and go, I can leave it here if I really have to. But another safety precaution, I have a radio. So let's just see how long of a range this has. Last sheep, Bo Peep, you there? She might be outside. I know she's home. Last sheep, the Bo Peep, got your ears on? She's probably doing laundry or something, but anyways, we'll check back in with her later on. But well, I'm also keep there. It's on, so I'll keep it right here for right now, or sorry, right there. Grab my saw, gather up a little bit of firewood and some rocks and whatnot, and we'll make ourselves a fire pit. I don't need this blade yet. So, with that, with this, let's go gather up some firewood and see what we can come up with. Alright, here's the, well, part of the brook anyway. Tree in the way, but that's okay. Yeah, so you see there's a dead tree right here. I'm trying to leave this right here just to, so I can sit on it, basically. Rocks right here, all kinds of rocks. I got my fire pit already built. I got some firewood cut, there's just so much of it around, I'm not even going to bother cutting any more. I just grab it, twigs, sticks off the ground, long dead branches. I can break them with my knee if I have to, or whatever the case may be. So I've got some gathered up for when I decide to start cooking my supper, which I do have. Well, instant mashed potatoes. It's just so much easier. I have 4 bear meat sausages, and I have a medium-sized white onion. So I'll see what I come up with that. There's only 1 or 2 things I can do with it, so we'll just see. But I'm going to sit right here for a few more minutes, have a little break. Hands are a little meh, so but this water's cold. Oh yeah, good and cold, but that's all right. Wash the dirt and crap off my hands. Oh, I forgot I had a little hand towel, but who needs one? I don't care. Whatever. So, hands will dry. Dirt comes off, hands will dry. I'm good. So yeah. So, right just a little kind of a backstory on what I've gathered, because the property owner never been back here before. So this is all, he doesn't even know this is back here yet. So. But anyways, what I'm gathering from what I've seen across here, this is like my second or third time back here, so just scoping out different locations and stuff like that. So I did find some back that way, found this one, but anyways, back that way for, I'd say, probably another 200 or 300 feet. That way another, I'm about to say another 200 or 300 feet. And there was a rock wall. Somebody built it, I don't know who, I don't know when, but I know a rock wall is not natural like that. So, itchy nose. But yeah, and just off to the left of the camera, sorry, my left, your right. There's two big rock piles. I'll show you those in a second. But they're kind of narrowing marking a little pathway to like a bridge or something that used to be there at one time. Because there's a cut timber just beneath. There's a silver birch tree right here. They're up above left. It goes down and kinks off into the side of the brook bank. But there's a cut timber, looks like what used to be maybe a bridge. So that's what I'm guessing those two stone piles were for. Because if I look up from that stone pile back up behind the camera where I walked in, it looked to be like an old wagon trail or like a cow herding trail. I don't know, but that's just what I'm guessing. So, but I thought that was pretty cool. Right now I am still on the landowner's property because his property line is this brook. So I'm good. That does belong to somebody else. So I'm thinking maybe in the future I'm going to talk to the property owner that owns the other side and see if I can camp a few spots along this, because I walked in, me and a friend of mine walked in one day, and there's tons of spots on the other side, so there's going to be some over there too, maybe plant, whatever I decide. But I'm going to sit here for a few more minutes, have myself a little relaxation, and see where the day takes us. Okay, so as I mentioned over by the brook, which is right behind me, I mentioned the two stone piles, which are right here and here. Yeah, you can obviously tell that they're not natural. So that's why I say they're, what I'm thinking, is just basically like a marker for the bridge, or a bridge that potentially could have been right here. Alright, there, you get a better, see how it kind of narrows down right to here, and then of course there's a tree, poplar tree there if I'm not mistaken, a couple more little poplar trees, or I think poplar or maple, one of the two. Yeah, so it kind of narrows down, and there's a little, I don't know, little pathway over there. I have explored on the other side before. Like up and around, you can see kind of wagon wheel ruts, kind of, sort of maybe. And I know back behind the camera, you go back up over the hill a little bit. There's kind of looks like a little wagon trail I'm going to explore this woodland a little bit more, because like I said before, there is, what do you say, 22 acres. So there's quite a bit of land to explore. So I'm gonna have a seat for a second. Hurt on my toes. But yeah, back that way. I know there's a few more potential locations. I know it's on the same property, but it's back further that way, and there's some back further that way. That's going away from the brook, and that way is going toward the brook, toward the shore. That's another good spot too, but I need my four-wheeler to get there, which is currently broke down, fixed, broke down, fixed again, and now it's broke down again. So I had, what did I do to it? Changed my spark plugs. They were 5 years old. My wheel bearings in the front, they were 5 years old. My dry shaft, the U-joints were bad after 2 or 3 years. Changed those, and now it's kind of spit and sputter and going like you're going along, and then it starts spitting, sputtering, and jerking and jumping and whatnot. So I'm going to assume it is the fuel filter. So I have to change that, which shouldn't be no more than a couple hour job. And then I'm back to ripping again, and I can get to this epic oceanside location. And I mean, it is amazing. This brook right here, if I follow the brook all the way down, it'll end up at the ocean side into a great big pool, and then narrows right down to a little ravine style, because all the beach rocks and everything, they all kind of caved, not really caved in, but got pushed in and kind of channeled out right into the ocean. So I'll have fresh water to the one side, and I'll have an ocean view in front of me. And there's tons of driftwood, everything. It's an epic location. Beautiful sunset is going to happen. Well, happens, but I mean it's yeah. I was gonna do oceanside overnight for the first one back, but I couldn't. So I came here. It's still a beautiful spot right here. Still, I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna have this basically for a base camp area. I might build something in the future. Who knows? I've already said too much. Dang it. That's okay. Yeah. So, I'm just going to bump around a little bit more. I'm going to make that coffee, as I said earlier. I'm not going to bother showing that, because it's overdone. It's just instant coffee. Nothing spectacular. Nothing not flavored, no, just basic instant coffee, sugar, creamer or whitener, whatever you like, or just black, whatever, but I have sugar and whitener in mine, but whatever. Yeah, just a simple coffee, sit back, drink it, sit down by the brook, maybe snap a photo or two while I'm doing it, whatnot, so, but yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Make myself a coffee, sit back, relax for a few while I drink it, and then start cooking some supper. Alright guys, got my coffee all made. Still a little hot, but that's okay. I got a little bit of cold water. Let's see if we can get a hold of Holly again. Last sheep to Bo Peep, got your ears on?
Yeah, I do.
Where you at?
No.
What do you mean you don't know?
Near water, that's about all I know.
Alright, I'll leave my coffee to cool down and I'll come find you.
Okay.
Alright, give me a couple minutes. Alright guys, she's lost. She's near water, so I'm guessing she's probably back behind the camera a little bit. So, yeah. So, give me about 5 or 10 minutes. I'll look at the time when I leave, and I'll look at the time when I come back, and I'll let you know what time it was. Let's go find her. Where's that seat at?
Huh?
There's that seat at. Big one.
Yeah.
Alright, can you hear my seat?
Oh, did you want to invite me in?
Yeah.
Why, thanks. Oh.
Found her.
Hi. Guess I wasn't lost after all.
Yeah, she went too far straight. So, the time I left, it was like 4 o'clock. It's now 10 after 4. So, like I said, it'd be about 5 or 10 minutes. So, it was 10 minutes. Found her. Good thing for the radios. So,
You sure do help, that's for sure.
yeah. So I said, made my coffee and got a hold of. Yeah, she's trying to get back here with no help. I have to have a string line for her to find it. Because I just zigzagged through the woods. I know where I was going.
The attempt was there.
Her, on the other hand, not so much. This is only her second time back here. So.
Yeah, first time was yesterday.
Yeah, well, the day before filming. So, but yeah, it was quite the chuckle. I'm gonna sit here and drink coffee. I should have got you to bring back a small pot for my potatoes. If I really needed it, I can always run back home and get it. But
I ain't going back to find my way back by myself. It ain't happening.
I'm not going back to get a pot, so I got my 750 ml cup. That'll have
work.
to do. Even if I just do half a package, it'll still work. So, but as I said, I do have bear sausages. They're over by my firewood, thawing out still. What do I have for potatoes? Idahoan. 4 cheese mashed potatoes. So they take like ready in minutes. Well, yeah, as soon as your water's boiling, dump them in, stir them up, you're ready to go. So about a matter of
However long it takes for your water to boil.
right. It takes about 2 cups of water into a serving bowl. Well, I don't have a serving bowl. I got this, 750.
You got a serving cup.
Serving cup and a frying pan for a plate. I'm doing great. Make do with what you got. If you don't have something, the hell with it. You don't need it. And I got an onion.
Yeah.
One bite?
No.
She don't like onions. I don't know why. They taste great. I guess no different from me not liking tomatoes. At least I know onion peel will biodegrade in a matter of days. I'm not worried about it. So, but I'm gonna sit here and drink my coffee. If you want to make a coffee, the water's still hot.
No, I'm good. I don't plan on staying long.
Alright. Fine then. She's not staying long apparently. So she brought me back some toilet paper just in case I needed it. I got socks.
Suppose in a worst comes to worst situation.
Alright, I'm gonna sit here, drink my coffee, conversate with her. Alright. I'm gonna drink my coffee and shoot the breeze for a few minutes, and then she's probably gonna head back, and then I'll probably start cooking shortly thereafter. Okay, the fire going after a few attempts at fire steel. I'm out of practice a little bit, so anyways, I used fire steel the whole time. You've seen it all. You've seen it unfold before your eyes. So get that going. I had to clean up around the fire pit just a little bit more. I didn't clean up enough apparently. So yeah. There's fire going here. So I can get some supper going. So I got instant mashed potatoes. I got 4 bear sausages, and I got a medium-sized onion. So sausages, I'm not sure if I'm gonna split them down the middle a little bit or cut them into wheels or what. So I might just cut them into wheels, make them cook a little bit better. It's been a long while since I've cooked bear meat, so but I know it's greasy and fatty, which is good. So yeah, get this fire ripping, get some coals built up. It's all softwood, so it'll just poof, gone, right? So here I am, one stick in it. So might there we go. Yeah, I say just let the fire rip a little bit. Oh, I walked Holly back out, and I say I didn't have any birch bark before. As I was coming back, I grabbed a birch tree, just peeling like a sunburn. So I grabbed a big handful. That's what came off the tree all at once. So basically, brought that back, set her down, whatnot. Sat back for a few more minutes. And I said, heck with it, just get the fire going. So hopefully, wood's not too wet. Doesn't seem to be, so. In any event, get this fire going, get some coals built up, and start some cooking. Okay, so while those are over there cooking, I can see them from here. I periodically go back and forth and mix them around. I just, like I say, I just put my onion in. That was a whole medium-sized onion. Cut that up over here, put in my frying pan bag thing. So I just took it over. I got to wash my knife off here in a little bit. This butcher's paper, I'm going to throw that in the fire later, because even though, you know, it is wax paper, so it's just going to melt and burn, so which is fine. I do have water here from home. I got to clean up a little bit anyway, but I think I'm going to skip on the mashed potatoes because this isn't big enough to hold 2 cups of water. So 500, this is 750 ml, but I think 500 ml is a cup of water anyway, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to have, so I'm just going to eat the sausage and the sausages and the onion up. Might add a couple more spices to that here in a couple minutes. This is a mixture of basil leaves, oregano, Italian seasoning. So I think there's some poultry seasoning in here, some Montreal steak spice. There's a whole mixture of, and it's actually really good. So I got some guidelines in this bag. I used a couple more just to make the tarp a little more taut, but as you see, it's not working. My tarp's not up high enough, so that's my fault. I gotta get my sleeping bag out yet after I eat. My sleep pad is a little bit longer than my cot, so that might pursue to be a problem later on through the night. I don't know. Time will tell. So yeah, I got the majority of everything cleaned up, but it's a mess, as you can see right here, the whole big old mess. So I got water. I'm gonna have a coffee with my supper, possibly. You got my canister stove and my tea kettle sitting over here by the tree. I got my lights for nighttime already hung up. I got 2 of them. Holly got me one for Christmas, plus the other one I had before. What else? I got my wool sweater here for later on by the fire. I got TP, just in case. If not, take it home and have it for next time. I got 2 headlamps just in case one decides to bite the dust. Got my medication right here in case I need it. I got oatmeal in my food bag here for breakfast. Plus my coffee stuff is in the bag. Other than that, it's just cooking my supper and eating it over right here. This seems to be the most comfortable spot for me right now. But I gotta go flip my sausages. Alright guys, my sausages are just about done. I did take them off the fire for a couple of seconds just to see. I cut into one, it's still a little bit pink. I don't trust pink bear meat, so yeah. But the onions are done. It's fun, you know, they're still crunchy, they get a little bit of softness, but they're still, like I said, still crunchy as hell heck. But awesome. So then I'm gonna give these sausages probably another 5 minutes. I did add a little bit more spice to them, so. But as you can see, I moved the rock out of the way so I can access the coals a little bit better. I took this here stick. See, it's a little gray from the ash, but I raked a few coals over with this and set the frying pan down. So, yeah, a few more minutes and I'll be digging in. Alright guys, everything's all done. I checked a few pieces of the sausage, or pieces of sausages, and they're cooked all the way through. It's just, onion is just bang on. Let's try a piece of this, That tastes really good. Don't think I have to worry about my sweater burning, but why take that chance? But I'm gonna sit here. Excuse me. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna eat my supper. As simple as what it is. It's gonna be filling. But I burnt one of my onions. Oh well. Down the hatch it goes. So I'm going to eat my supper here. I got my water if I want to drink. I have my coffee for after supper. There's a few pieces of burnt sausage here, but that's okay. I don't mind that. Then I gotta fix my fire pit and get that ripping again. And then we'll be back in business for a little bit later on. It doesn't get dark until about 8:30ish now, so I got a few hours. It's probably like just after 6 o'clock now, so I got a couple hours left at least of daylight. So I want to gather up a little bit more firewood, whether it be twigs, sticks, whatever the case is, so I can have a nice little fire tonight. The first fire of the year. This is actually my first camp out of the year of 2024. So I'm kind of excited. So it's all good. So I'm going to eat this and then fix the fire pit, gather up a little bit more firewood, and then I can relax for a little while this evening. Alright guys, get out of my face here. Supper was awesome. Tasted great. This hood's being a pain in my butt. There. So, yeah. It is starting to cool off a bit. So I just put my wool sweater on, as you can see. It's very warm. It is 100% military grade wool. So I'm expecting it to be, well, I know it's warm, but I haven't really worn it a whole lot. But I do know, like I said, it is warm. So right now I got my frying pan in the fire. I'm trying to clean it. It is titanium, so it is not going to melt. And this fire is... Whew. Give me a sec, I'm going to move. Watch it follow me. There. Over here, so it'll follow me, you watch. But no, that's it. I got my frying pan in the fire. It is titanium, so it's not going to melt. I had a lot of food residue in it, so I had a couple burnt onions in there that stuck to the frying pan. Pieces of sausage that got stuck to the frying pan, I got burnt on there, so I'm trying to burn everything off before I put it away. So yeah, like I said, supper was great. I'm gonna save my coffee for here in a little bit anyway. I want to sit down here somewhere, listen to the brook, see what it's going to tell me. Try to, well, I know I can get across to the other side, but I want to have permission first before I go over there. So I do see there's a spot off that way. It's nice and flat. There's still all kinds of deadfall and stuff over on that side as well. Rocks, not so much. I'll have to grab those from the brook or scout around or do something anyway. There's a spot just off to my left here behind me. A couple spots up there I can use. What else? A whole bunch of stuff. There's all kinds of locations in through here. I just gotta find them. But yeah. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think so far, and a few other, you know, kind of camping videos you guys would like to see. Because I can do pretty much anything but overlanding. Because I don't have a truck, a van, car, school bus, nothing like that. I don't drive. The only thing I drive is a four-wheeler. So I don't have a trailer or anything for it. So, yeah. So, but once I get it working again, I can get back to some locations that I was at previously, earlier in the channel. Like that one where me, DJ, and Anthony went. Creekside overnighter with friends, I think it was, part 1 and part 2. That's a good location. I really like that spot. I can get there on the four-wheeler. What else? If you guys like to see Anthony and DJ back on the channel, you know, now and again. DJ's a busy guy, so it'd be difficult for him to get back up there. We're back up here. Yeah. Squirrels and stuff just jumping around, chattering away. Heard a couple geese here about 10-15 minutes ago. Crackling branches because of the wind. Click, click. So, but yeah, get my frying pan cleaned up, and then let it cool down before I put that away. Take it off there, down in the brook here, and rinse it out a little bit. So, get all that food residue out of here, so I don't have any unexpected guests. Alright, well, I'm going to candle. So yeah. So So what I'm going to do right now, say just putter around, maybe kick back, relax, make a coffee or something, and then get ready for nighttime, I guess. It's hitting about 7 o'clock, so I got about an hour and a half left of daylight. Hope I can get a nice shot of the sunset, if there is one. Not a cloud in the sky that I can see. Might have a half decent one, might not, so. If there is, I'll get a shot. If not, I guess I won't. But anyways, I'm gonna kick back, relax, after I get my frying pan clean. Alright guys, I'm just gonna kick back here for a little bit. Got a movie going on my phone here. It's called Transformers: The Last Night. I've seen it, 2 or 3 times. I might as well watch it again, right? You gotta love Transformers. If you grew up in the 80s and stuff like I did, and you're watching Saturday morning cartoons and Sunday morning cartoons and whatnot, you've obviously watched Transformers if you were, but I did. I watched Transformers cartoons growing up. Any of them. So I even watched, it's an oldie. Some of you might know, some of you might not. But Voltron. So, watched Voltron, I watched Transformers, I've watched GoBots, a whole bunch of them. So, but if you stop and think about it just for a second, if you've watched Voltron and you've watched Power Rangers, you notice they're kind of one and the same. Because Voltron was different people, like you had like 5 people. They all had different color outfits, like pretty much the same as Power Rangers. You had your red, your black, your yellow, your red. Yeah, red, yellow, blue, pink, and black. And Voltron was the same. Voltron, they were all cats. But now Power Rangers were dinosaurs, and then they were different, and so on and so on, right? Like dinosaurs, and you had like your different birds or whatever the case was. So, but anyways, yeah, back to, so GoBots, they were pretty much a knockoff Transformers, but they were decent. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna kick back for a little bit, watch this. It's like 7:30ish, so sunset be coming within about a half an hour, so I'm gonna watch this for about that long. Turn this off for a little bit and go sit by the fire, make coffee, clean up a little bit more, and then get my sleeping bag out and settle in for the night.
I'm a liar, I'm a charlatan. I've deceived my whole life, but if I could, for one moment, change this world for the better, I would give up everything. Everything.
Alright, got the coffee made. Not much of a sunset tonight, so just have an orange sky, that's about it. They say there's not a cloud, nothing, so not gonna get much. But it's still nice nonetheless. But I'm gonna sit here, drink the coffee, maybe go up and sit by the fire for a few minutes. That's still crackling away. A few more pieces of wood left to go on it, so it's gonna get dark here about another, I'd say about another half hour. So, but hey, if I get snacky later on, I still got 3 packages of oatmeal. Make that up, eat that before I go to bed. That way, something, you know, and then sausages and the onions, all the fat and the proteins and all that stuff in it. So that'll keep me relatively warm along with my sleeping bag, which I have to get out here very, very shortly. I've already cleaned up a bit. I put a little bit more air in my sleep pad. So I'll give you the rundown of that sleep pad here after a little bit before I go to bed. So actually, you know what? I'll do it now. It's the GearDoctors ApolloAir, but it's the big boy edition, and that's exactly what it says on the box. Big boy edition. So it's longer. It's wider at the head and wider at the foot, but the R value is still 5.2. The thickness is still, I think, between 2 and 4 inches. I think it's like 4 inches thick. I can't remember. I'll have to look on the storage bag, but I mean, it's still, yeah, it's just the same as their previous version, just it's bigger for bigger people. So I have both of them now, which is great. I should do a comparison video between the two of them. I think that'd be alright. So, but yeah, anyways, I'm going to sip at my coffee for a little bit, sit here by the brook, and back up, actually maybe go up by the fire for a while, and warm up a bit, get my sleeping bag out, let that lock up. So, but other than that, I'm just about done filming for the evening. Just kind of want to sit back and relax, take in everything. So yeah, this here's gonna be like a base camp. If I can't get nowheres, this is where I'm coming. Because it's close to home, and it's within, I can walk here in 15-20 minutes. So, and it's away from everybody and everything. Other than that, I'm gonna let my phone charge up a little bit more. It died on me. So, yeah. So far, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this little location. Nice little slice of paradise. Alright guys, I've been sitting here with a fire for a little while. Still babying my coffee. Good. See, I got the last little bit of wood on the fire. But overall, I've had a really good time out here today. Kind of sad to see the day ending, but it is what it is. So I've got my sleeping bag out, letting that loft up a little bit. I flipped the head end to the lower side. I don't know why, but I did. I might flip it back, I'm not sure yet, just because I got a right hand zip sleeping bag. I'd rather have a left hand zip, but beggars can't be choosers, right? So yeah, so I'll probably end up flipping that back around to so my head end is up at the open side, more or less, just in case. So I got my lights all hung up. I got my phone still charging. The one that I'm filming with is still charging. I got my other phone on my mini tripod over by the bed. So I got a knife at the ready if I need it overnight, which I doubt it, but I do have it. Actually, I got two of them. One up at the head and one at the foot. I got my coffee stuff sitting there for morning. I've got to get water in my kettle for morning. My canister stove is sitting there, and I got everything else behind the cot. So, but like I said at the beginning towards the beginning of the video, my tarp is not high enough, so it's kind of weird looking. So it should be up probably another foot. So, but it's working for tonight, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters. What else? Yeah, just been sitting here relaxing by the fire, sipping my coffee. I think maybe next time I might have a beer if I can scrounge up enough money. So I'm just waiting on to hear back from a buddy of mine about helping him over the summer with his business. So if I can work it, or if he can work it out somehow, I'm going to see if he'll come up here with me. He's never been up here yet. He'd love it up here. Anthony's been here just on a day hike, just kind of exploring with me, just in case something happened, I get hurt or whatever. So it's good to have somebody with you. Or in my case tonight, I got a radio. My friend Mark from Blue Sea Bushcraft and Outdoors, he was up here with me. I showed him this spot. He's anxious to get out here to this location. There's a few locations that him and I scouted out for a hammock hang and a couple tent camps. So there's a spot just back there, as I said earlier, that I want to kind of clean up, and that way I can, maybe bring a big tent down here and just leave it set up. That way I have like a base camp kind of deal. That way, if all I need to do is just bring my regular camping gear, the tent's already here, or whatever the case is. I might build something over there. I'm not 100% yet. I got lots of resources. I just don't know what I want to do. My hamster's just going 10,000 miles an hour. So I'm just looking around, just so many options. So many options and opportunities, and it's unreal. It's unreal. So, but I'm kind of interested to see what it's going to look like down here in the morning. which I think would be really cool. But what would be really epic is if we had a little bit of a fog in the morning. That would be phenomenal. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I see the moon is coming just off that way. The moon is rising. So, not much heat coming off that fire right now, but oh well. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm enjoying it. So, I'm going to sit here, drink my coffee, and I'll pick you guys back up just before I head to bed. Alright, I got my little light on. You can see I got my bigger one hanging right here, right off to my left here. It's a heck of a lot brighter than that little one, but that's the little small one's all I really need right now. So I'm just gonna leave that one hanging there for tonight, for now. If I need to, I'll get out and I'll turn it on or whatever. I have my flashlight with me. This sucker's bright. I can take it and I can zoom it in. I can pinpoint it to where I want to point. Check out for any you know, unwanted guests. So I could do that. So far so good. I don't see any eyeballs glowing. So just a safety measure, you know. New territory. So I don't know what's out here. I know there's coyotes out here. I've heard them. There's owls out here in any forest, woodland. Squirrels. Typical wildlife. So I mean, I know what's here, but I don't know where. That's what I'm trying to say. But I got my flashlight right here. I got a headlamp right here if I need it. So get this at the ready. And there we go. Leave it right there. Put it on. We'll turn it off right this second. So I have another one here. Where is it? Right here. It's by Sunblazer. So it's a pretty handy little headlamp. I received this here a while back. Forgot I even had it until I went to go look for this one here. I found this one. So yeah, it's a handy little rig. Its own little charge cord and USB chargeable, obviously. So that's pretty cool. I'll use this here probably on my next one, on my next trip. Let me see what else. Got my knife, my sleeping bag ready. Got my radio just in case. The fire's just about out. So it's just smoldering away right at the moment. I got my other phone with my little mini tripod right here. The legs are all bendable. So I can pretty much put it wherever I want. So I'm just going to have it wrapped around like my tripod that my film phone is sitting on right now. Put it on that there, wrap it around and watch my movie. Or finish watching my movie. Still got like 2 hours left of it, so it's hitting about 9 o'clock-ish right now. So yeah, so like I say, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, watch my movie. I'm not gonna kick my boots off just yet, because I'll end up having to get up, go pee or whatever. But before I go to bed, I have to change my socks. Excuse me, and probably change my t-shirt because I did work up a little bit of a sweat earlier. So, but other than that, I'm just about ready to call it a night. So, with that being said, I'm going to peace out, and I'll catch you guys in the morning for coffee. Good morning, everyone. A little cool this morning. It's pushing about 9 o'clock. I slept in a little bit. I usually like to be up around 8 when I'm out camping, so slept in a little bit. I had a little bit of a rough night getting to sleep anyway. I had the wind coming in from this side, so it was blowing right in my sleeping bag, even with my hood up and everything. But I managed. I managed to solve that problem. I curled down in my sleeping bag a little bit, pulled the hood up, and I pulled the sleeping bag body up over my hood, so that stopped the wind. And I don't know, within 10-15 minutes I was out. So it's heating up water for coffee. So a little bit of water in there from last night. So I got a 420 cup. I got coffee. Told you it's just instant coffee. Nothing spectacular. I do have perk coffee left at home, but I just wanted something simple for this trip, I guess. And my sugar. So just gonna sit here, wait for my water to boil, and then enjoying my coffee. I've already packed my sleeping bag away and a few odds and ends to make things a little bit more simple. It's going to be a fairly quick pack up today anyway. The only thing that's going to take the longest is folding this thing up. So it's going to be a pain in the butt. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, the water's boiling. So, but no, I didn't have any unwanted company last night, so that was a bonus. Oh, give me some again. And my coffee whitener. So. There. So, as you can see, I'm just getting my coffee ready here. I know, it's a lot just for coffee, but whatever. It's my coffee. Took a little longer for my water to boil this morning. My butane's a little cold, so I say it did drop down to -5 last night. So, but I don't think it did get down to -5. It was only like -2 or -3 or something like that. But say it wasn't overly cold. Just the wind. So. But my movie was done probably about 11:30-ish. So finish that up. Oh well. And I went to sleep. Tried to. Oh, it's a good coffee. So, I'm going to sit and enjoy. I'm going to go down by the brook and listen to that while I drink my coffee, so. But yeah. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, and sit by the brook. Listen to the babble. Alright guys, coffee's done. I've already packed up a little bit here and there while just sitting over there drinking my coffee and come back over here and packed up a little bit more. So I got my sleep pad. I'm gonna flip that around. Wipe it off. It's got a release valve, two-way valve. There's where you put the air in, and then flip that one up, and there's the release valve. Now I got to basically roll it up, get all the air out of it, and then fold it and roll it again. So alright guys, you see I'm all packed up. I had a heck of a job packing up that canvas tarp. It's just an odd shape and it's just, yeah. So I got everything all back in the bag. It's all packed differently for some reason, but it's in there nonetheless. Excuse me. So area's all cleaned up. I got a little pile of twigs and stuff and a little bit of birch bark right there to the right. The only thing that's not cleaned up is the fire pit behind the camera. But as I said yesterday, I do have full run of the 20 acres, so I can do pretty much whatever as long as I don't burn it down. So I told him there's no worries of that. So, but behind the camera, there's a nice little spot. I want to make maybe like a bench, like that fallen log that's over there. Cut a chunk out of it and have it for a little bench, or maybe like a little table or something. I'll figure that out eventually. Back that way, I want to clean that area up a little bit because it's a nice flat spot for a nice tent. I could put a big tent, small tent, medium-sized tent, maybe even a 12 by 12 wall tent if I really wanted to, for a little base camp, or build a shelter back there, which is only maybe, what, 25-30 feet behind me. So there's some deadfall and whatnot out there. But anyways, enough about that. Yeah, I had a really good night minus the wind blowing in on my head. So other than that, perfect night. The moon was bright, like I didn't even need a flashlight or nothing to see. So, but it was good. The sound of the brook was really nice. The area, well, you've seen it's deadfall everywhere, so I'll get it cleaned up eventually, spot by spot. So Yeah, but overall I had a really good time, and I'm ready to bug out of here. So anyways, until the next one, guys, see you in the funny pages.